Shabbat Shalom. This week, the Torah opens on a scene that could have just as easily been crafted by Cecil B. DeMille as it could have been crafted by Mel Brooks. Avraham Avinu, Abraham, our collective forefather, is sitting in the opening of his tent. Now, I want you to think about this scene as if you were the director. When you're talking to the actor playing Avraham, imagine telling him, you're 99 years old and you're recovering from a circumcision that you just performed on yourself. Now imagine the actor's face as it begins to distort in pain, and he clutches onto the tent to help him stand, and you interrupt him and you say, can't be that much pain because you rush out at full speed to greet the visitors as they walk by your tent. Is this the right amount of pain for a 99-year-old who just circumcised himself but's ready to run? Should he run faster? Should it look like less pain, slower, faster? Now picture giving direction to the actress playing Sarah. Why isn't she with Abraham? What was the line of dialogue in her backstory immediately before she left the tent? Perhaps she asked him, Abe, you're 99 and you just had a circumcision. Why don't you just go lay down? She hears Abraham give a grunt or a typical husband response. We all know exactly what I'm talking about. And she tells him, do what you want, and she throws up her hands and she leaves the tent. Does she go far? Is she upset that he doesn't allow himself a recovery? Can he not hear her? Does he choose not to hear her? Whichever one it is, he'll presumably do the same as she laughs later in this scene. The reason I bring all of this up is because in this iconic moment of Abraham and Sarah's narrative, they aren't together when the angels approach. And yet this moment is handed down through the generations as a trait, as an attribute that they share together. And in so many ways, this is what marriage is. Partners don't necessarily act exactly alike. And they're not always absolutely standing next to one another in every particular moment. But when we enter the home of a family, they should bring about a shared sense of the world. For their story will always be told together. The rabbis sense this and create a midrash in Breshit Rabbah, in which not only do the angels greet Abraham and ask him where Sarah is, but the midrash explains that the angels also greet Sarah and ask her where Abraham is. Meaning to say, the angels want Abraham and Sarah to understand that they are responsible for one another, that they are a unit even when they are not physically standing next to one another. In our Jewish tradition, we wish these attributes on married couples by holding the wedding ceremony in the chuppah, the Jewish wedding canopy that mirrors Abraham and Sarah's tent that was always open, always welcoming, always maintaining a sense of community. All of this based on the exact scene I described from the very beginning of this week's Parsha. And the reason why this has been on my mind is obviously our Ufruf this morning. In so many ways, this Ufruf feels to me like a mixing of two very important connections in my life, Alana and Jeremy, the Neshkeses and the Marquises. It is an honor to offer a blessing on a friend and a colleague from rabbinical school and his family. And it's an honor to offer a blessing on a longtime community member and her family that I've gotten to know and love so much. Like Abraham and Sarah, you both have participated in a journey that's forced you to a faraway place neither of you knew in Pittsburgh. And like Abraham and Sarah, you both seem to make souls in the form of collecting friends everywhere you go. You espouse values of kindness, of friendship, of wisdom, of compassion, and you do it together. And in this moment of preparation for tomorrow's Simcha, I want to hold on to that image of Abraham and Sarah's tent and feel the power of that single home. For from their home, our entire family tradition has unfolded. From their shared values, the entire tapestry of Jewish beliefs. From their travels, an unending journey that continues to this day. May Abraham and Sarah continue to inspire each and every one of us to live a life of openness, of welcoming, of family, of shared values. And may Jeremy and Alana be blessed tomorrow under the chuppah, and be blessed every day that follows with a beautiful marriage, with a beautiful task of building a home that strengthens the Jewish people, and most importantly, doing it all together. And let us all say, Amen.